I just heard about this last week, and my friend told me it was about aha moments, and I'm a glutton for ahas. I started writing them down. I got about 65 of them, so I'm going to try to get at least 3 of them out today. The major one just came last year. If you remember, Time magazine had the story, "Is Truth Dead?" And it was a shock to me because I had based my life on trying to prevent human suffering and unnecessary deaths. You know, I had a mother that was beaten, I was beaten, and I wanted to make a difference there. But then I heard later as a high school biology teacher that 42,000 children died every day. And that was like 5 times the death rate of the Jewish Holocaust. I thought, well, that's just not right. And you never hear about it. So I changed my career and I got involved in that. That led to global hunger and poverty issues. That led to infectious disease issues. That led to bioterrorism issues. And then that led to national security issues. So I've been a glutton for just the most appalling, what are the threats we face? So I made a hobby out of studying national security threats. And so I've been trying to figure out how to get policy enacted that would make sense. And then Trump came along. And it was like, truth was dead. But then I started thinking, well, where is truth really dead? And I thought, well, where would I find truth? I mean, as a scientist, I'm a biologist. So as a scientist, I know where to find truth. But where would I find truth that everybody would agree with? And then I remembered this thing called the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Don't argue with them. All people are created equal and endowed with the Creator with inalienable rights, blah, blah, blah. So just a year earlier, I'd gone to a conference called the Justice Conference. A lot of the studies that I'd looked at said that basically without justice, you will have no peace, you will have no security. So that was always resonated with me. But I went to a conference. Now, as a biologist, me and religion did not get along. Okay, so we had issues. So this turned out this conference to be a Christian conference. And it was called the Justice Conference. And the bottom line of this Justice Conference was that these people didn't go there because Jesus was going to save them. It was because Jesus was about justice. The Bible was about justice. And I thought, started thinking, every religion kind of has that do unto others thing. Like treat everybody fair, take care of the poor, all that kind of stuff. And so I was really, I didn't convert, but it was like, I felt like, it was like, can you imagine 25,000 people in a concert? No, it was actually 75,000 at that point. 7,500 people in a concert, and just jamming away, dancing, boogie, and all of a sudden, boom, it stops. And there's no drugs and alcohol, no smoking. It stops, and then they go into prayer. And they go back, and it's people of every age, every race, every just combined. It was just amazing. I was so inspired. I've been to a lot of conferences. I'd never seen anybody, the panelists, who walked their talk. These are people in Syria, in Africa, in Iraq, Christians talking to ISIS with their families, trying to tell them why they were there to help the poor. They weren't there to convert people. Anyway, I was really moved by it. So, but then I realized this paragraph, the second paragraph of the Declaration of Independence, we hold the truth to be self-evident. What was the logic for that? And then go to the first paragraph of the Declaration of Independence. According to the laws of nature and nature's God, we hold these truths to be self-evident. I think, holy shit. Here, for the first time in my life, I always understood the laws of nature. If we don't follow the laws of nature, we're screwed. But here I got for the first time nature's God, the idea of justice. See, in nature, it's the strong survive. But in the law, in outside that realm, where people are involved, where God is involved, justice is there. And so to combine these two things of nature and justice, suddenly I got the whole world opened up to me. All of these other aha moments, suddenly, boom, they hit together. Oh, so now I see we have 3 types of laws in the world. We have laws of nature, nature's God, and the Constitution. Human laws. We make these things up, not based on the laws of nature, not based on nature's God. We created the Constitution was created after the Declaration of Independence, and one of the key things they left out was treating everybody equal. That created a war that killed more Americans than all the wars since then combined. If you look today at the insanity of the opioid crisis, suicides, divorce rate, obesity, all the different problems we have, we are freaking insane. We are literally, there's this great quote that keeps coming back to mind. How healthy can you be if you're well adjusted to a profoundly sick society? I'm going to suggest that our sick society is a result of those people on the Hill who we elected that it's really our society that has allowed us to try to live under these rules, these laws that don't follow the laws of nature and don't follow nature's God. And we keep electing these guys and we keep thinking everything's going to work out okay. Studying all the national security threats, it's not going to work out okay. National security experts were surveyed about 2 years ago on what they thought the greatest threat to our national security was. The second greatest threat that they said, above Russia, China, nuclear war, all that kind of stuff, our own government dysfunction. I'll leave you with that.